Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations and welcome.
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 Welcome to HDS.
And we really look forward to having your gifts and your talents and your intellectual energy brought to our school as we begin to chart our third century.
I think if we look at the forms of integrity that are so badly needed today, intellectual integrity, spiritual integrity, moral integrity, political integrity. Harvard Divinity School ought to be fundamentally connected to each and every one of those, but especially the intellectual integrity. So you would think in a moment of such crisis that the intellectual would be less important, and I would say it's the exact opposite. But the intellectual integrity becomes even more important.
The opportunity to learn from such incredible professors was primarily the main reason I came here. Just the flexibility of the program, having 2 years to just do whatever I want, essentially, and to study my passions.
I now teach 5 courses on how to read Buddhist scriptures, all because a student said there's nothing here that teaches us how to read Buddhist scriptures.
Some people are really here to dig deeply into their studies, to do doctoral work, to do master's work, to prepare for doctoral work. Other people are here to enter into the ministry. Other people are here because there's some problem that they see in the world that they want changed.
I decided to teach this new course called Bridges to Just Peace. And the foundation of the course is to be able to create the opportunity for students again to come together, to be engaged themselves with communities of conversation outside of the course, and to think about what does it mean to confront the fractures that exist in our contemporary situation and attempt to heal them from a place focused on justice.
My dad is an undocumented Mexican worker. I hear you and I see you, and I get you. I'm with you in solidarity.
I always want to be teaching towards people who, in a way that would be meaningful both to people who might want to get a PhD in this field and to people who might not want to get a PhD in this field but want to think about the issues on the table. I don't think there should be a huge chasm between those audiences. I think they should be able to occupy the same space, and in my experience is that they can and do, and that's one of the things that's great about Harvard.
Well, we don't like to think of the classroom as theory and field ed as action, because actually a lot of what you're learning at the site may be highly academic or theoretical, and a lot of what you're learning in the classroom may be practical. So instead we think of it as a really important integrating component of the educational experience at HDS.
Working with that level of diversity in classes, and because also interfaith issues come up around actually what people believe and how they practice those beliefs. So questions about boundaries, questions about autonomy and power in ministry and what that looks like in the various denominations and religious traditions.
If you have some questions that will not let go of you, if you have some aspirations and a sense of stake and risk that has not left you, that you know has been there, this is the place for you.
You want to be brave. If you want to do something new, if you want to challenge yourself, if you want to see what can be, here's a place to start.
Before you decide, you got to go. You got to go see what the place is like, the buildings, the attitudes, the people, the resources, and that's how you decide. And if you decide to come to Harvard Divinity School, which you should, this is really the beginning of the human relationship.